38 seconds. And
Sweet. I'm going to the Nighttiger.
unless it says we are live, uh, we're live. So here we are again. Second episode. This time I have a name for it. Too many comics or not enough? Well, that's the question. To be or not to be? Too many comics or not enough comics? So tonight we're just going to be chatting, showing comics. We have the fantastic Ladyfantastic.
Sorry, that was me.
So we're just gonna take turns showing comics. We got Unruly Simeon. He's already here. You'll have to mute your
I did.
whatever it is.
I did.
Okay.
It was taking me a minute to find it. My bad.
So I just said let's pull 30 comics and we'll take turns showing them. We might have a mystery guest when I get a text back from him. If he wants to join us, he'll be in. So we're gonna just let you kick this off and to let everybody know who's ever here. We were talking about trade paperbacks and picking them up. What were you saying?
So I like to get the trade paperbacks. One, so I don't have to diddle with the comics, and two, because I can read it. Just boom, I can get the whole chunk. I like big chunks.
We got Thomas Churchill in. He says, "Hello, everybody."
Hey,
So
Thomas.
I was telling her that I feel funny reading trades. I feel like I'm cheating on my comic books with trades. So I only own like 5 trades, and I have so much to read. So picking up a trade, the trades that I have, I bought like a year ago, and because I see them for sale on eBay for like $3 or $4, but I haven't read them. But they're there in case I ever want to.
Okay, got this thing. Sorry. Yeah, I've got so I have that official handbook of the Marvel Galaxy all in trades, so it's like 10 of them. But I also have quite a few like trades because like the whole X-Men Inferno, right? The whole X-Men Inferno event was pretty fat. And I have that. And like I loved just sitting there and reading it from back to front. That was awesome.
We got Steve Charlton 66 in the chat. Steve, did you want to join us, or are you just gonna sit back and watch? Anyways, you're up, lady.
Okay,
Fantastic.
I'm going. So I have a book. It is Tomb of Dracula, number 69, Cross of Fire, Cross of Fear.
Turn it just a bit. There's a bit of glare on it.
I can't.
I know. I hate it. If you turn it like a little bit to the angle like that, I can't see it. Go over the other way. There you go. Now turn it just a bit to the angle. Like, yeah. Now bring it. Now turn it to turn the right side to you. There you go. Yeah. And that's a colon cover.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that run. It's so good.
Let me take it out of the thing. I'm sorry.
Take it out. Unruly says this is a family show, but I'm gonna say he says shit on the trades.
That's right.
Sam Tangled Webs, he's in here. Steve said he's gonna sit it out. Oh yeah, beautiful cover.
Yeah. So I just really like this. It's the last issue, unless you want to consider. I think there was one done in the 80s called number 70, but it was like in a magazine or something.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll have to pull that up and show you, but this is I had to get this last issue because I've just needed it. Had to have it.
Yeah, I'm always picking them up, and I pick them up in a low grade. I don't care because they are so good to read.
The Tomb of Dracula's?
Yeah.
I have a few more, but this is the one that I wanted to show, and they really are. It is. This won quite a few like awards back in the day.
Okay, so
didn't it?
But this don't count. But I just want to show you. This is the one I got this week for $3, and I read it last night. Really good.
I'm jealous.
And Dracula gets knocked out and kidnapped, and I'm like, I don't ever remember that in the Tomb of Dracula where he ever let someone knock him out. It was this guy here, You're Gone or something like that. I'm like, God, it didn't feel right to me. But anyways, I'm going to show some of the books I picked up today.
Okay.
Tried to mostly pick up dollar books. There was a $2 book in there, and I think it was a $2 book. And then I got some off eBay that came in. So the first one I got really isn't anything, but it was $1, and it's got a spine roll. I'm going to press it out, and someone colored in the teeth on it. It's a Walt Sims. It's a Simerson cover though.
Yep.
And it's in really nice shape, except for that. And it has a spine roll, which I could press out. So for $1, and I didn't have it.
Do you have your own press?
Yeah. I bought 2 of them cheap off from an graphics place. They had them listed for $50 a piece.
Nice.
So I had to drive like an hour and a half to get them. But they work great.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of selling them, though, and getting a new one.
Really? I've been watching like a lot of YouTube videos on how to press your own stuff, how to make a humidifier to get, the creasing out and then pressing it. And I was thinking about maybe trying it myself, doing some practice runs with some crappy ones.
You should be watching my videos. I have some walkthroughs.
I've seen them.
But yeah, just get a portable press. That's all you really need. That's what I use. I think I got it from Walmart for $15. And yeah, it works good.
Nice. Okay, so
hey, we got Go To Geeks, glitter and duct tape, Sam's Tangled Web. I think I mentioned. Oh, Gray Man's here too. Gray, what's going on? And with Lawrence, hey. So we're just talking. We're just throwing stuff against the wall, seeing what sticks. Ladyfantastic's up. She's showing her book. We're taking turns. Ooh, I have that in here too.
Do you really?
First Captain Marvel and the Avengers.
Yes.
Or Miss Marvel.
With the
sweet George Perez cover. I love that.
Yeah, it is such a great cover. I'll have to take it out because I'm getting mad shine, mad reflection.
I love it. And that's a book I'll pick up if I can find it for $1 or $2 if it's in
every time. If I see it, I'm gonna get it every single time because I love this book so much.
The art is so good, the story's so good.
Yes.
It's a minor key. I'm surprised that book isn't worth more. I see it quite often for like $2, $3.
It's worth a lot to me.
Any George Perez in Bronze Age.
Telling me, Bub's Comics. I think he was the one that said that he had made a comment once that he wasn't a huge fan of George Perez and he lost like 5 viewers in like a minute or something. It was really funny. He's like, just don't say you don't like George Perez.
I might have to unfriend him.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
This was $1. I was shocked that this was. I've never even seen this book in the wild before.
No. Wow.
King size annual. I don't know why I said giant size on the back. Dave Cochran cover, Chris Claremont on scripts.
Yeah, I've never really read much Luke Cage Power Man because as a young kid, I was not a fan of the street levels. So as I've gotten older, I've gained an appreciation for the street levels. But
so you're a cosmic girl?
Oh God, I love the cosmic soap operas. That's where I like to dance and play when you've got those different entities going back and forth and Eternity's like, no, sorry, I can't butt in because this is just the way things are going to have to be. It's just kind of like the Greek gods, but.
That's cool because that's cool. Like you're opposite of me. Yeah. So we kind of just balance each other out here on this chat.
Compliment.
I've never been. I always like the street level. Daredevil, Moon Knight, Batman, Captain America. That's what I've already liked. I like the superheroes didn't have superpowers at all and stayed within the little couple city blocks, like Hell's Kitchen.
I like the super, super powerful ones that are just aloof and don't know what to do with themselves, like Dr. Manhattan or, Jean Grey, or these people that are just so overwhelmingly powerful that they're always having some sort of internal existential crisis because they don't have to deal with themselves. They're
so powerful they can't even walk in someone's house and just sit on the couch.
Yeah, they can't exist. Yeah, Black Bolt, he can't even mumble a word. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I picked up his origin. It was in the back of the first Wrecker, Thor, and that's a cool origin. You wouldn't expect what it is.
Well, is it the one where he's like a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he utters his first word, he blows up the whole hospital.
he's so much more powerful back then. Like, and then they make him just kind of a loser. Like after about the 70s or whatever, he just kind of turns into a twerp.
And it didn't make sense, that story. Oh, he didn't die because he created some electron bubble around him. I'm like, okay, that makes no sense at all. But hey, at least he's alive.
You know, not that screaming so loudly that everything blows up makes sense, but you know. All right, is it my turn? Do I get to go?
Yeah, Cosmic or Gray Man says only cosmic run I dug was Quasar. Unruly Simmons says omnivorous, no power, little power, omega level, all good.
That's right.
Stan
Okay.
Tango Wet gives us 3 flames. And
I was gonna do a Quasar thing. I want to show you this. Because I found I gave one to you, but then I found this like really super nice version of the Golem.
nice. And you gave those to me, and I had them already. So there was another person that didn't have them, so I'm going to gift mine to
That's the
them.
love, dude.
Yeah.
If people can read these books, it's just better.
And where else do you find out about like the Jewish history, myths about the Jewish history?
Well, not the Torah. Don't go there. But yeah.
Ranger Sly, he's in here.
Hey, what's up, Ranger Sly?
Nice. We're getting a full house.
So
Ranger Sly, we're talking about, I like street level superheroes, and Ladyfantastic, she likes the cosmic beings. What do you like? So I picked this up. This is the $2 book I picked up. It's a John Byrne cover, so I was willing to pay the extra $1. It's a black cover without any ticks. Spectacular Spider-Man number 105. It has Larry Lieber art inside. Wow. Stanley's cousin.
That's Stan Lee, because it was Stanley Lieber.
And for $2, and this thing is like, for a black cover, is so near mint.
Yeah, you can't.
And John Byrne, come on.
John Byrne and his stuff with the X-Men is really just some of my favorite stuff ever.
Ranger Sly says Street, Batman, Moon Knight, Daredevil. Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, Street. Yeah. I was too aloof. I guess it was too nitty gritty. Like I thought the Punisher was mean. I thought Ghost Rider was mean. It's like, why are these dudes so mean? And, you got, like Chaos and Eternity and the Silver Surfer and all these guys are very hands off, or you're just obliterated. It's like.
And if you ever notice, if in the Bronze Age, if it was drawn by Sal Buscema, they looked really mean, even meaner. He never drew a smile on a character that I ever seen. Their mouths were always like this on almost every character.
So that makes me think of Hulk.
Yeah, he drew Hulk a lot.
Yep. Show me something.
Oh, well, I was going to say LCSs, they don't like me. Because I go in there and I'm determined to find the one book that they mispriced. And a lot of times I'll bring them up to the front and they're like, how did you find this? I went to one shop once and they have a dollar bin room. So every box in that room is dollar bin.
Yeah.
I pulled out a stack like this and went up to the counter. And the guy looked at me like I must have took prices off other books and put them on there. He's like, you didn't find these in the dollar room. I'm like, why would you even say that to a customer? And I had like a Tales Suspense number 67 and it was missing part of the cover, like about that, like a corner. So I figured that's why I was in there. He's like, no, this isn't supposed to be in there. And this isn't. And there was a bunch of underground comics. So then another guy comes over. Hey, kitty. And he pulls out all the underground comics. Oh, I can't sell these for $1. And I'm like, I go in there and I do all this work. I spend like an hour and a half. And then I come out and they basically call me a thief. And then they say, we're not selling these to you for $1. I'm like, I ain't never coming back here. But you know what? I took whatever they would sell me for $1. I wasn't leaving without that stuff. But
I'll
show you something. Go ahead.
Okay. No. I think it was Comic Tom or somebody. I can't remember who it was. It could have been Knights of Old. Somebody was saying that they don't like the comic shops where it says on the front of the shop door that we have the right to change the price at the counter or something.
I've never
I've
seen
never
that, but
seen that either.
I'd probably turn around and walk out or walk
Yeah.
away. I wouldn't probably go in.
I've never seen that. So
Okay, so some comments before I show the next one. Charlton66. If it's in a comic book, I dig it. Ranger Sly said LOL.
Trimpy. Oh yeah.
Sam Tanglehawk says Sal's Hulk is the best.
So
Unruly Simerson thought of riding a 60s log through the universe is appealing. Love Silver Surfer. Nomad, Nova Mad, 1966 in the house. Steve from I Love Disney Comics is here.
Glitter and
Steve
Duck.
said he's never seen that sign either. The guys in our LCS are mostly vinyl guys, so they misprice comics quite a bit. Man, that's the store to go to. Okay, this was a $1 book. It's a #1, Volume 2, Black Panther. And I always find this. They have a 4-issue miniseries in the bin, and they're always missing #3.
We are on the same frequency.
So they had 2, they had 4, but no #3 for $1. So I said I'm not picking up the other 2 without #3. So I just picked up #1. And it's a nice copy. There's no spine ticks on it or nothing.
This is like a Black Panther where it's like a Enter the Dragon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, a movie poster.
Yeah,
I've seen that. That's on my mental list.
I found it for $2.95 at a media store.
Wow. What year is that? 2000 something?
Yeah, because it says $2.99 on the cover price. So let's see.
Have you read it?
I've not read this one. 06.
Oh, okay.
This one's 06. So, but these now I have some more. Now this Black Panther, well, it's Jungle Action, but
The number is it? I really
it's Black
can't.
Panther 19. Let me open it.
I have quite a few of those. I don't know if I have that one. Where's
Well, it's
my
not Black Panther 19. It's Jungle
Action. Yeah.
Yeah. It's him fighting the KKK.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love it.
That's definitely a offensive cover, huh?
Yeah. Just giving them the uppercut.
White guys in the hood.
Ooh, yeah. So
They had #2 there of the Panther run, the first run, 3,
Yeah.
4, 6, 7, 8, but they wanted $15 a piece for every one, no matter what the grade was. I'm like, I don't think so.
no.
I did buy #1 from him. He had 70 on it, and I offered him 50. He met me at 60, and I had the money on me, the cash, so I took it. I said, and it was near mint, so I'm like, I probably won't come buy it at that price again. I've come across it a few times, and everybody wants a $100 bill for it.
For what? Black Panther 1?
The first volume.
Really?
Yeah. Because of the movie. The movie's what shot it up.
So not Jungle Action 5. They want Black Panther 1.
I got Jungle Action 5 and Panther 1 up there, but
Same.
I figured out I wouldn't bring them down.
I have 5 and 6 of Jungle Action and Black Panther 1 through 6 and then 15. I want to get the whole run, but for that one, I'm being particularly spoiled and not getting issues unless they're super nice. But I can only do that for like one run. I can't do that for every run because it's too expensive. But I decided I'm going to get a nice Black Panther set.
And this is what happened is the YouTube community has corrupted me.
Yeah.
Now that when I go look for a book, even if it's a $1 book, I'm like, I want to buy the best grade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want junk. And unless I look at it and go, I can fix this. This is one I got earlier this week, and I pressed it. It's still low grade, but it looks a lot nicer. You know what this is?
It's Iron Fist number 13.
19.
What number is it?
First appearance of Colleen Wing, and also a very first Hulk in the ad for $181.
Oh,
50 cents. 50 cents.
Really? This week?
Yeah, they had a half price sale this weekend.
Shit. Oh.
And I left Eternals 2. By mistake, I grabbed 14. I thought I was grabbing 2, and when I got home, I'm like, what? I grabbed the wrong one. So I went back today. I was like, I can find it because I put it back. It's gone. That's a $20 book, even in the grade. It was low grade.
Yeah, any Eternals book from like the first Eternals, like Yeah, they're hard to
for
find.
$1. I got 14 for 50 cents, so I guess I should be happy. I want to show you something. Hold on a minute.
All right.
Yeah, Ranger Slide. I mean the Kirby series. I got number 1 for 60. I bought these at Walmart for $1.49 in the
Yep.
cleaning section. You got them?
I've got kneadable erasers. So
Yeah, I use both of them.
yeah,
If it don't come off with this, I go to the
the kneadable.
gummy eraser.
Yeah. So kneadable gummy form, but these are the best for me. I have the best luck with them. And then I have yeah, that's what I usually use, the kneadables.
Gray Man said he saw number 3 Eternals with the big red hand going for. I don't know what that is.
No, the Eternals with the big red hand is number 10.
And I couldn't tell you. I got the whole run. I got them for $1 each.
I know the hand. There's a hand one.
Yeah,
and that's the one
and it's funny because that hand
square fingertips.
Yeah,
the square fingertips.
That's what Simon Comics was telling me, that Simon didn't like Jack Kirby when they were working together to do the hands because he always made them look like that.
Squares.
Yeah. A pound. Right. Grayman says it's going for £1. Well, how much is a pound compared to the US?
$18, $1.20.
So Eternals number 3 is only going for $1.
Well, it could be $1.5. I don't know. Let's see the US. Great.
Because if you get a pound of dollars, that's a lot of money.
GBP, a pound of dollars. Yeah.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when I bought this, I thought, okay, this is great to show because Ladyfantastic's, she's trying to knock out her X-Men run.
Yeah, show me.
146, June 1981. It was, I think this one was 5. So the John Byrne was 2, this was 5, and then all the other ones that I got at the store were $1.
Yeah, Arcade. That's Arcade.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. He's weird.
He appeared in Marvel Team Up 56, okay. 65 and 66.
Is that where he first showed up?
With the first U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. Oh. I may have the number mixed up. Maybe 55. I don't remember.
Well, I have this. Here's more of my cosmic playground stuff. Where Warlock and the Infinity Watch.
I've been picking those number 1s up for $1 every time I can find them.
I just love this image of Galactus and Thanos being puppet masters for Gamora. It's too much. Can't deal with it. Ah! It's awesome. And I have the True Believers of that book as well. So
your buddy's in Life with YouTubers is here.
Hey Sharon, how are you doing?
Welcome,
I'm waving outside of the camera like she'll see it or something. All right.
So is my go?
You can go.
Okay. So the next one, I got to do a precursor to this next one. So I'm showing a Golden Age book that I already own. It's a precursor to the one I want to show that I bought off eBay. So this is Bullseye, Jack Kirby mainline.
Okay.
Very tough books to get. Yeah. This is really low grade. It cost me $50. They don't pop up too often on eBay.
You're a Golden Age dude. I've never gotten into the Golden Age simply because the guys that I followed didn't really get around. I mean, how much did Kirby and Simon and Stan Lee really write in the Golden Age?
Stan was like when he in the Golden Age in the 1941, he was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Now Simon.
Well, Kirby too.
Joe Simon was a big deal, a real big deal, bigger than Kirby or Stan Lee in the Golden Age.
Yes.
And actually, Joe Simon hired Kirby because he saw some of his pencils.
And that's how Kirby got famous and got his start, was through Simon.
Well, I think he got more famous in the Silver Age.
Yes.
And then his Golden Age stuff became more popular.
See, because I'm really only familiar with Silver Age literature. I don't do any Golden Age. Just don't know about it. Don't know that
people don't know, though, is Simon was really the brains behind all the Golden Age stuff. It wasn't Jack Kirby.
Really?
Jack Kirby was like the protege.
See, I thought Jack Kirby had a lot of the ideas behind Silver Age stuff. He and
Yeah,
Lee.
and a lot of the stuff from the Silver Age Marvel he actually stole that were either Simon's creations or they created together in the Golden Age, like
Atlas.
the Vision. The Vision was already created by Simon and Kirby
Really?
in the Golden Age, yeah.
And then
So, but the whole thing of comic books is you steal from everybody.
Yeah, well, and that's just like writing, literature, science, anything. You build upon the work of others, right? All right.
Okay, so you got Burning Block about 99. So that's Life with YouTuber's Son.
Yeah, Cade.
Hey, Cade. And Ranger's Lie. Kirby worked at Eisner and Igner's studio before he met Simon. Yeah, he worked with Simon on issue 2 of Blue Bolt. That was his first work with Simon.
Say that again.
He worked. Simon hired him, and the very first work that they did together was on Blue Bolt Comics #2.
Blue Book.
Bolt.
Blue Bolt.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Burning Block. Comic Books, New York City's in the house. Says, what's up? Okay, so it's my turn. So I showed you this book because I bought this for like $8 with shipping from 1982.
I saw this post. I saw that post.
I never even heard of this, but I was reading a book that I bought.
It's unreal.
In the 50-cent bin by Eclipse Comics, and they had an ad for this. I think it was Eclipse. It was a 1980s independent title, and they had the ad for this. And I said, let me jump on eBay and see if I can find it. And they had it there for $8. I think it was $3 shipping.
Do you remember? God, what was I gonna say? I completely forgot what I was going to say. But anyways, this is just one of my favorite comics. Is the Avengers 213, The Trial of Hank Pym, where he just loses it. I mean, Hank Pym's got some issues, personal issues.
Yeah, he was always a favorite. Yellow Jacket.
Yeah.
So I got to address this. Ranger Sly, I have to disagree with you on that because I actually know someone who is related to Simon, Joe Simon, and they told me that's not that. Yeah, he was the deal maker and the promoter, but he did a lot of the pencils, and he created a lot of the stuff that he doesn't get credit for. I got that from someone who is related to Joe Simon, and he has a lot of knowledge about his relative. I can't say who it is because he doesn't want me to, but so it's pretty cool to kind of know that stuff. I didn't know that either. I didn't know that Simon had a lot more creativity than he gets credit for.
I'd like to see if there's some documentaries out there about it.
So I was told that in the Silver Age, Marvel tried to claim rights to Captain America, and they were being sued by Joe Simon because he created Captain America. They didn't own him. And so they convinced Kirby to sign a contract lying to say that at the time of the creation, they were paid hourly employees of Timely, which they weren't. And so they promised Jack Kirby tons of work at Marvel in the Silver Age if he would sign the contract, and he did. And so he's credited with creating Captain America now, but he actually wasn't.
Interesting.
And the Kirby family is rich, and the Simon family is not poor, but they're not rich off the creation.
It's just funny because I'm looking over at the corner, like between your head, there's like Sandman. I can see Sandman just over your shoulder. Number one. Yeah. Anyways. Okay.
So anyways, that's why you see a whole ton of Kirby stuff in the books in the Silver Age. He did like 75% of everything in the Silver Age.
He was super prolific too. I mean, his family even attests that he was in his drawing room like most of the time.
Well, I'm not taking anything away from him. He's the king. No. I love it. It wasn't he's what why I got into comics.
Kirby?
Yeah. The Fantastic Four run.
Dave Letterman's why I got into comics.
Really?
No. Not at all.
I have that issue. So the professor of comics, Metarog, told me that month the editors went on vacation.
Okay. And then the assistant editors got to play.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, I got something that interesting that I want to show you, and I believe this is in Collector's app, Key Collector's app. But
let me address this real quick. Life with YouTubers. It's only because of the other YouTubers that I have the knowledge. And we got Raw Random Wolf in here.
knowledge is
So
power.
we're all learning from each other.
It's an experiment, a social experiment. This has got a crossover of like Clark Kent.
Okay, you gotta explain that to me.
He's just
Is that Fing Fang Foom?
No, I don't think so. But this is in Key Collector app, and it's in the crossover section, and I'm pretty sure that they make reference to a Clark Kent in here.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's like a strange. Yeah, but I'll look through it.
Ranger Sly, I'm only telling you what I heard from a relative of Joe Simon. So I don't have the knowledge. I'm just relaying what one of his relatives had relayed to me. And that Simon created a lot in the Golden Age that he's not credited with. So Rail Random Wolf said, Clark, what? Hello, LOL.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking through it right now. Here's an ad for Atari.
Yay, I used to have that. I was one of the first kids on the block. Well, it was actually my dad's.
So you're bragging now.
Yeah, I did that back then. I said, yeah, we got an Atari, you don't.
I would go over to my friend's house where he had a Nintendo, and I played Mario 3 like a mad woman.
Well, if your source is from the Simon family, of course they will take Simon's side on it. I didn't know there was a side. I know that Simon did create a lot of stuff in the Golden. I didn't know there was sides. So, Scoots Comics! You two are highly entertaining. Sadly, I can't stay, but I'll be sure to watch later. Well, keep up the great work. So, yeah, so we're like the comedy team tonight or what?
I don't know. That's sad.
You're getting funnier, though.
I am?
Yeah. Mama wants her sexy book.
Dude,
I'll never forget that line.
There's some good covers out there that make me so excited. I just...
Is she a natural, guys? Oh, yeah. I don't have that one. Man, I've been looking for that one for cheap. That is a beautiful cover.
Yeah.
And I wondered, why did it go up? And then the people's like, oh, because it's a scene in the movie. And I'm like, I can't remember the scene. But yeah, that I remember reading that. I remember buying that when it came out.
Yep.
Who does that cover? Wow, it's been an hour already.
Has it?
No. That's right. We started at 8:30.
Let's see.
Life with YouTubers said she's totally a natural, funny and awesome. I can't disagree.
Lord have mercy.
Wouldn't be true. Yeah, are you going to tell us who does that cover or what?
I'm looking.
Okay. Someone in the chat, tell Frank Miller.
What? Did he really?
Look, I'm looking it up on Key Collector. What's the number?
223. Avengers 2 through 3.
Avengers. I wish that stupid Key Collector app, when you type something in, it would just give you that one word. So if you type in Avengers, the first series comes right up. Not all the whole.
Ed Hannigan?
Ed Hannigan.
Yeah.
Classic cover.
I would have never, ever guessed that. I don't think Ed Hannigan, the word, has come out of my mouth before. No, Ed Hannigan, look at that. Santos.
If I'm not correct, he did some Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man covers.
Well, that's probably why I don't know, because I didn't collect that as a child.
Frank Miller did the dang cover. Okay, we're just looking at what it says online, so don't torture us here. Don't fry us. Sam Tangled Web, I know my stuff. No Ed Hannigan. There's that Moon Knight cover. I can't remember what number it is. It's by Frank Miller, and nobody knows that, and nobody even cares about it. It's the one where he's going like this and throwing the crescent sideways.
Yeah.
on the edge of the rooftop. That's a Frank Miller cover, but that cover does not get love.
Yeah, Thor meets Clark Kent in Thor 341.
Okay.
Yeah, I breezed through it quickly, but yeah.
Look, I learned something tonight.
It's on Key Collector app, so
I would like to see them in a fight. I've never seen Thor Superman fight. Did they ever fight?
I don't know, but if I were to bet, I'm just gonna go with Thor.
I was gonna say I want Superman to lose in every fight.
Me too. I don't like him.
I don't
Not
either.
particularly
He's
much.
too nice.
That's the
He's
way I
such
feel
a
about
nice
Captain
guy.
America. It's just too vanilla. Like you've got no complexity, you've got no like internal strife. There's nothing that you're angsty about. That's not right. That's not normal.
He's like, I can't punch him in the nose. I actually might break it.
Yeah.
So I'll just let him beat on me a little bit. Clark can be kind of a weenie. Blasphemy, you unruly Simeon says. Squirrel Girl alert.
All silent cover.
That book is nuts.
It was so adorable and
Aww.
all silent cover, and it's great. So
that's a very cuddly and fuzzy cover.
Yes. Wait, it says EH. I'm gonna look who did this cover. Yeah, it's like adorbs.
Okay, I take it back. I have tons of Superman comics.
Yeah, but I don't like him still. I know you've given me Superman comics.
I like it when he's like messing with Lois Lane or Jimmy Olsen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back in the Silver Age, all those they're so cheesy, but they're fun. And I kind of hate myself for finding the fun in them.
It says that Eric Henderson is the cover artist. But look, do you know who Squirrel Girl's credited by being created by?
No. Frank Miller?
Yeah. Will Murray and Steve Ditko.
Wow. Yeah, in West Coast Avengers.
Okay.
Yep.
Didn't know that. Did not know Steve Ditko had a hand in creating Squirrel Girl.
He did a West Coast Avengers annual that I read. Oh, the art was terrible.
Oh.
I'm just being honest, it was.
I mean, I have like a couple of West Coast Avengers, and that's it.
Avengers cover was inked by Klaus Janson. That's why I thought it was Miller. We forgive you. You're forgiven. Okay, is it my turn? I got a Golden Age book. Everybody hold on to your hats. This is what happens when you sit up late at night going through the Gerber guides, the Golden Age, volume 1 and 2. This book is the rarer of the three, and I happened to have it on eBay, and it didn't cost a whole lot of money. So I jumped on it.
I'm a co-op. I love that cover. I love that newspaper cover. Ugh. So creative.
1954, and this is actually number 128 of Magazine Enterprise's A1 series. So they had like a series, kind of like Dell's 4-color, where they ran different titles, but when the title was in, then they numbered it, how many times it appeared. So I have quite a few of these out of the A1. There's a lot of books in that series, and some of them are quite scarce.
Did you read that one?
I haven't. I just got it today.
Oh.
I didn't have time to read it. I almost dropped it. I did drop it. Okay, edit that out.
All right, done. Okay, I have.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
I found number 7.
Oh, sweet. I'm starting to love that series, even though I haven't even read it yet. Kirby art, just at his best, right there.
Yeah, little moon boys on top of Devil Dinosaur. You see him?
You're right. Yeah, Ranger's Law. You're right. It is Bob Powell work. Sorry, but that is a beautiful cover. I'm a cop, you idiot. Arnold's greatest quote. Man down, man down. Okay, I still want to see more of that. Can you show it again? Because you gave me number 2. Surf Blue gave me number 1. You know who that monkey guy looks like on the corner in the bottom? Chaka. I don't know if you know that show, Land of the Lost with Will and Holly. I have the first season. I got the DVDs.
That's hilarious. Yeah, these guys, you can tell that they're just very Kirby-esque. The creatures here, this guy's face is like got Kirby all over it.
I'll tell you what I love about Kirby. He could write or draw stuff for every era. I mean, if he was today, he would draw something that would fit into today, but it would be something that harkens back to the 60s or the 40s or the 50s. And he would mix it up, and it would look cool. Like, say, for in Machine Man, when Machine Man in I think it's number 1, he flips out a skateboard, like a jet skateboard. It was reminiscent of the times of the 70s. But he could do that with his imagination.
I heard that like basically in his art studio that he just had a wall of sci-fi books, and that if you get bored or couldn't think of something, he would just go and grab a random sci-fi book and just kind of read through it, get some ideas, and then start drawing again.
And I read a lot of artists did that. I read an article about Wally Wood, and they would have filing cabinets with magazines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they would just have stacks of books and boxes with references and magazines, and they just go in there and pull something out, look at it, and go and draw it.
It's like a quilt or something.
Okay, I'm going to show a book that you have.
Okay.
You got recently. I picked this one up for $12. I was in heaven. I thought it was a steal.
Yours is nicer. Yours is way nicer. Because mine, a kid or somebody wrote with a pencil in the Submariner lettering. And so there's like a thin pencil in each of it. But God, I love that cover so much.
Did you try to clean it up?
I haven't tried to touch it.
You could probably clean that up, no problem.
Yeah, I probably could, especially since it's on white. So I'll probably give it a try, but I just haven't given it a shot yet.
The early covers in this run are really good.
Yeah, so I would say probably 1 through 15 of Submariner are just killer covers.
But when you get to later covers around, I think it's 40s and 50s, you got Bill Everett doing them, and they're really nice too.
Yeah, and they're like the panels.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I showed this to you earlier, but I came across this on eBay. It is the Incredible Hulk 272. So this is the second appearance of Rocket Raccoon, and that's an image by Al Milgrom.
Which I conversed with him on Facebook a while back. Yeah, he's on there. He'll talk to you. He's a real humble guy, too.
I'm going to have to friend Al Milgrom.
I was telling him, I said, I have Avengers number 10 on the wall, and I stare at your art up daily. And he's like, yeah, but you know what? It was a last-minute thing. Michael Golden didn't have time to do the cover. He said, what a great cover it would have been if Michael Golden could have done it. I think that's pretty humble of him.
All right. I got something.
We got Comic Book Collector here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, dudes. What's up? All right. This one's cool because an unruly simian will like this. It's Galactus the Devourer, number 1, written by Walt Simonson, and inside it's done by Bill Sienkiewicz.
Oh, wow. I had no idea about that book.
Yes. This issue is a badass issue. Written by Walt Simonson, penciled by Sienkiewicz on the internal.
And I'm sure I've never seen that in a back issue bin because I think I would have grabbed it because it does look cool.
Yeah, I found this, I think, randomly for like $1 or something. It was at a media store, and I was like, what?
We got Bubs in the house. We got Comic Head 84. What is up, people? Bub says, I have that Hulk because it's a sweet Wendigo cover. Yeah, Wendigos are cool. Once I got that book, I actually started doing some research on the Wendigo and the myth of it. Pretty cool stuff.
Wendigo.
Oh, okay, I'm up. So this is so according to Neil Adams, this is the first time that anyone did a DC book, wrote and drew the book that had no ties to the creation. So he writes this and he also draws this. Beautiful Neil Adams cover. This is Spectre number 4. I think it's 1968 if I remember correctly. And
So,
this book is still cheap. You can pick it up pretty inexpensive in a good grade.
how much?
I'm just gonna guess because I haven't looked in a while. Probably under $20.
I have the Spectre. I have a couple of old Spectres, like a number 2 and a number 10. So, all right. Here's one. It's art by Simone Bianchi, and he is one of my favorite artists. But this is an Uncanny X-Men 139, and it's Wolverine, and I just love that art. I mean, ugh. So I just wanted
Love
to
it.
show that.
Yeah.
It's killer.
Is that painted? Is that a painted cover?
Yeah, it's a painting. Simone Bianchi does mixed media, so he uses like pencils, watercolors, paints,
Nice.
inks. So, and he's an Italian dude. So, but I just love the way he does his art.
Biggie's in the house.
Oh Lord, Biggie Shat, wild man.
Okay, it's my turn. So this is Captain America and the Falcon, number 146. It has a pen date on it, so that's cool. Can you see it? Is the glare too much, or
No, that's good.
this has got to be? I don't know who does this cover. Sal Buscema, I'm gonna guess, or John Romita. Someone is gonna tell me. But beautiful Bronze Age Captain Marvel with the Falcon, reminiscent of Daredevil and Black Widow team up.
Very nice. Oh, all right. I'll show one that it's a recent release, but it's a nod back to Marilyn Monroe's "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend."
Yeah, I seen that at the LCS, but I said, Mike, you're not buying new comics.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't say to myself, Mike, you're not buying new comics. I said, Caroline, you're getting this comic.
Okay, so I got to know because I've been asking people. They show the Invisible Woman. Has anyone read it? How is it? Is it any good?
This issue wasn't that great. The first two were more like action packed and kind of explained how her powers work exactly, which is like by light deflection or something. I don't know, but I know John's Comics with Kids has been reading it, and I don't know.
Cool. See, I have to live vicariously through you people that are buying new comics.
Well,
Sam Tanglewet said, "Look, that cover looked like Ramita." But what were you saying? Well,
I was gonna say that I sent you a couple of new comics in the mail today, but
hey, that doesn't matter if you send them. I didn't buy them.
I know. All right.
It's tough. I mean, I struggled with picking up the Silver Surfer Black. I really wanted it, but I said, if you buy this one, then you're gonna say you can buy another one. And I actually wanted Batman 75 too, with the first Gotham Girl as Robin. So, but I hope to find him in a dollar bin in a year or two.
You probably will too. That's like Sam. I think Sam's Tangled Web was talking about like the Carnage books or certain X-Men books, and he's just like, "Look, I'm holding out. I'll find it in a dollar bin in 4 months." It's like, it's true. You probably will.
Okay, Rangers Live said Rich Buckler did the Cap cover. Okay, I have a bunch of new books that I bought within like months, 2, 3, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. I still haven't read. They're still in my boxes behind me. Like a lot of the Carnage stuff I picked up, and some of the Venom, and even a couple issues of Immortal Hulk I haven't read yet. They're somewhere in my boxes.
Yeah, I haven't read as much as I would like to. It's like sporadic. It's kind of like you, where you just grab a pile, or like one weekend I'll be feeling weird, or I'm just like, okay, I want to read this now. Like I'm going Hulk or I'm going Nova. Like I don't know. This is one I just think it's a really cool story, and it's a what if, and it's what if Doom got the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you're showing me stuff I didn't even know existed. How new was that? That looks pretty new.
It is. It's Secret Wars, so I can't think it's like 2008 ish. Let me check.
Okay, shout out to the community out there. New comics or no new comics? Which is it? I did pick up a more modern one, the Original Sin #6.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one where Nick Fury. What's the guy that's an eyeball? I forget his name. The villain.
Mm-hmm.
He steals an eye out of the Watcher.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. I've read it. I've read the. Hold on.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
And he gets the secrets that the Watcher has, and then Nick Fury takes the eye from him, and he whispers something to Hulk because they're trying to take down Nick Fury in outer space, and Thor's hammering him, and he whispers something in Thor's ear, and Thor can't lift the hammer anymore, and he drops it, holding on to it all the way to the moon.
Yeah, and it's Gore was right. He says Gore was right. That's what he says to him that makes him drop it. And Gore is the God Killer.
The orb. Yeah, the orb.
Gorr. But yeah, I read that storyline actually, and I thought it was kind of weird because it just kind of ended with Nick Fury and Spade robots doing his bidding. And it's like, okay, I have no idea what this was about. Like, were you trying to get at something with this or what? But yeah, Jason Aaron wrote that. It was cool. It was cool. I liked it. They went up there into the Watcher and like, yeah.
It was written well and the art was really good. I have to say that.
Yeah, I read. Yeah. Okay. Here's one I've got that's weird. It's a journey into mystery, the birth of Krakoa. So the X-Men, this whole
skull cover.
Jonathan Hickman. This came out before all that was released, but this has got a story about like the origin of Krakoa. And
who is that? Who is that?
Krakoa. So Krakoa is like the land that the X-Men have, or the plate.
Wait a minute. Is that the Krakatoan? Is that the charity that Jerry gave money to impress Elaine? No? Okay.
Nah.
The Krakoa?
The Krakoa. Yeah. Krakoa.
So go ahead. I interrupted you. You were explaining to me.
So anyways, Krakoa is the land that the X-Men are on now, but they think that it got split and there was another land called Araka, which is just like Krakoa mixed up. And that was in like an Excalibur issue back in the day.
Oh, okay.
They're doing crazy retcon shit. I'm not sure.
Hey, watch your language. Family show.
Things. They're doing retcon things.
Okay, chats. Bob's Comics, reads comics. Reading comics and collecting comics are becoming separate hobbies for him. Good for you. Both. Got to keep my finger on the comic book pulse. That's one thing with having a channel that I struggle with, that I don't have new stuff, and a lot of people want to see new stuff. So, but I'm out of work right now, so I can't even buy new stuff. Comic Head 84, I only buy a few new titles I want to collect, but I keep up digitally reading NCBD stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. That's probably like the wisest way. And just get paper that if you want the paper.
I have the hardest time reading digitally. I've tried, and this doesn't feel natural to me. But that's me. Yeah. I'm weird.
I like went on a bender. I mean, like, because Amazon Prime has it free. Some.
Yep, that's where I got the ones that I have on my tablet.
Yeah, so like I just went on like an Amazon bender, like a couple, but then it's like I haven't done it since. I was just like, not into it.
Ranger's Lie said he has that comic that you just shown.
Oh, yeah?
Is it shown or shown?
I showed. I
showed.
SHUED, shooed in.
She shooed you it.
Yeah.
At some point in the future, I'm going to be just doing old comics. Hey, you're my man. No Krakatoan either. Krakatoan.
Croatian.
Oh. I'm getting tongue-tied tonight. If I had more than one shop, I don't know what I'd do. If I had more than one shop,
I don't know what I'd do.
I know what I'd do. Krakoa first appeared in Giant Size X-Men. Oh, I didn't know that.
It's the reason Professor X had to recruit a new team. Duh.
There you go. What the heck? We don't know anything.
Yeah, I know.
We're like idiots here. We're like
Stunned
Keystone
really
Cops of the comic book community.
I know. All I can do is just show pictures. I can't tell.
Now who does that? Is that a Ramita Jr.? It looks like it.
I don't know. Let's see.
Charlton says, I don't like showing newer stuff. Seems like everyone has seen it.
Yeah,
I'm with
that's
you.
the way I feel like New Comic Book Day. Everybody does their hauls, and it's like the same 10 books, and it's like, okay.
If I want to see new comics, I watch Jim's Comics or The Chinist. Frank Miller. Ranger Sly said that's Frank Miller.
Yeah, it says Frank Miller Inker.
There you go.
Ooh, I don't know.
So is that right near the first Daredevil that he did in that series?
Yeah, sure. No.
No, I'm not. That's not. I'm thinking of the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Like he came on Daredevil in like the 150s, didn't he?
But he did it in Spectacular Spider-Man. Was like a guest appearance, and he drew it. He drew the cover. I don't know if he did the interiors. This time it's really Frank Miller. He said, honestly. Okay, we believe you.
It really is Frank Miller. No, it says it in the book. he's for real.
So is that team up?
So this says Spider-Man and Daredevil 1. So it looks like a one shot, like that Wolverine.
Oh, special edition. That's a collection of reprint probably because I have the Captain Marvel one.
Could be.
I've never seen that. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, I've shown.
Okay, look.
Woo!
That's
a great book. You got great taste.
George Perez, first Miss Marvel on the Avengers. We got Hawkeye, the Beast. We got Iron Man, Miss Marvel, and the Vision. I love the Vision in the Bronze Age. He is just a cool character.
I've read the Tom King Vision, like 12-part series, and it's awesome.
I have number 1 and 2. I have not read it.
You should, man. It's so crazy good. It's some of the best writing in comics modern day that I've seen.
This is one I picked up earlier in the week. I already have it. 258. But that's just a beautiful. Any great Gargoyle cover I see is always beautiful.
I don't think I have any great Gargoyle.
Oh, there's a Avengers 2-arc story where he fights the Avengers and he turns Iron Man to stone in the middle of the street and Daredevil.
What issues? What numbers?
Oh, it's got to be like someone out there tell us, like the 140s or something like that, maybe. It's like 1977, 78, around that time. And it's George Perez art, I believe, or it might be John Byrne. I can't remember which, but it is. You have to track it down. I saw one a low grade today at the LCS for $1, but it was too low and I already had it. I didn't pick it up. But if you want to read that, I'll grab it next time.
Immortal Shack saying he can't believe Harbinger 1 is so high. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous saying Valiant Comics so high.
Okay, so Captain America number 158 with the Falcon. That has to be Sal Buscema cover.
Yeah.
Ranger Sly, what do you think? He said that one you just showed reprints Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man.
Okay.
So that must be the Frank Miller one where Daredevil was in it.
Probably is.
Okay, you did a couple. I'm going to do another one and then let you go. This got this for probably $1. I picked up a whole box like 5 or 6 years ago at the flea market. The guy had a short box full of DC adventure comics from the 60s. All of that is all it was. And I said, I'll give you $50 for the whole box. He's like, oh, I can't do that. He had $5 a piece. So I did the walk away, turned about 3 steps. He goes, okay, I'll sell it for $50. So I got a whole short box full of adventure comics.
Wow.
With legions of superheroes.
Mm-hmm. I've never collected the adventure comics or the Legion of Superheroes. Just never done it. But I grew up a Marvel gal. So I'm just now getting into DC land. Really introducing myself into DC mostly through the Kirby stuff.
It's cheesy, but it's really fun to read. And, they say that the DC Silver Age is like your uncle's comics. Or Marvels are like were the kids' comics. Like the cool kids. and your uncle read the DC.
Okay. Got anything else? Got anything?
I got quite a bit here, unless you want to go.
I'll show you one. This is I got this Josh R Gaming's Josh R Comics and Gaming that's his name, and he won a prize, but he's Canadian, and so he gifted me.
Oh, we got. I'm sorry. I always do that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. You want to say something?
I was going to say Canadian Comic Hunters is joined us.
Oh, those dang Canadians! I'm telling you, they're the worst.
The Canucks.
Yeah. Venom #1, Knights of Vengeance. I've never read this, so I was excited about receiving it. I'm going to check it out, but never read it before.
I'm not a big Venom fan, but I got this one for $1. Let me grab it off the wall. It's just a cool cover. I don't think I'm even ready. Ah! No, books do not fall. Venom #1, License to Kill.
Sorry.
I am the law. It's just a cool. I don't know. I think it says Kai or Kyle.
Canadians have better beer.
I don't drink beer. But I just thought it was a cool cover.
Yeah, I am the law.
If someone wanted this, and I'm like, I don't think I want to trade this. It's from '97.
So this is people are wanting to get this one now because it's the first time that Iron Man goes AI. So it's like a artificial intelligence Iron Man, infamous Iron Man #1. Nothing that special about it. I found it in like a 50-cent bin, I think. So
nice.
Yeah.
Now it's on my radar. Have you read Tony Stark's Iron Man, the new series?
I have 2 issues from it. That's it. I only have issues 11 and 12.
That was one of the few new comics that I really liked. I picked up up to #3.
Okay.
It had my favorite female character from Marvel in it, Jocasta.
Okay, interesting. All right.
Yeah, Grayman says Venom doing Dredd. That is true. I am the law. That's a Judge Dredd homage cover. I didn't realize that.
Oh, it is. Good one.
I did not realize that. That's cool.
Damn.
That makes it even cooler.
Very nice.
Okay, so I have a funny comic up. Who likes Jerry Lewis? With the
I've
mummy.
seen this at the comic shop before.
I got it cheap, like $4 or $5. I think it was $4.
Yeah, I could imagine.
I grew up on Jerry Lewis.
Looks like Thanos as a mummy. Got a purple hue to him.
Ranger Slice says, I prefer Dean Martin. He's just not as funny. He's just the cool. Dean Martin's the cool guy, gets the girls.
Dean Martin plays kind of the aloof, slightly sauced.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm gonna share a secret with you. Don't tell anybody. But I used to own a Dean Martin album when I was a kid. And I used to sing the song The Birds and the Bees.
I'm gonna have to go and listen to that now and try to imagine a young Nighttiger singing.
Oh, I did plenty of singing. There you go. Is your #1.
Yeah, I just got this recently. I'm trying to collect as much as I can of these. I want to read the series. I've read like 1 or 2 issues that I just kind of randomly got, and it was just really appealed to me. She's kind of a nerdy kid that does like gadgets and stuff, and it's like, all right, I'm in. I'm so in because there's a red dinosaur too.
So what does that book go for normally?
Well, I think Disney just announced like there's going to be a thing, and since they announced that, it's gone up. It's probably averaged about like 30 now. But I got this in a lot. I got 2 of them, and one is this clean one, and one had a kind of grease smudge. But I paid $20 for the lot, so $10 a piece, But yeah, I think people are trying to sell it for 30 and 40 now.
Wow. Alex Big Blue's at the house.
Hey, Alex Big Blue. Alex Big Blue's the one that I won that Venom from.
Oh,
That
you won his contest? Oh,
Well,
nice.
Josh R. Comics and Gaming won Alex Big Blue's contest,
And
and Josh is Canadian, and so
oh,
he chose to give somebody, and he chose me.
oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. And Alex Big Blue sent me the package that had this Venom in it, and so I was just I'm really excited about it.
So I think you and I should pool our money together.
Yeah,
Let's create our own website. We'll call it Disney Online something, and just announce every character is going to have a movie or a TV show. Every time we get a new book, we'll make an announcement about the title. Say, "Oh yeah, this is going to be in a TV show," and then we can flip our books, and we can make lots of money.
but I just feel like CBSI has got their thumb on that pulse. Maybe a little more so than us.
I want to see. I want to go back and read. I saw some of these comments, but I can't scroll back.
I need a Kirby dinosaur.
Oh, because I'm using my wife's laptop she gave me, and it's not touchscreen. I'm sitting here trying to touch the screen and move the chats back. So Glitter and Duct Tape says he has some Dean Martin records. Immortal Biggie, Shaq, Dean, I'm drunk, but still a man, Martin.
Yeah. That's him.
Lewis was Master, Nova Med 1966. Immortal
the
Biggie.
Roasts are great.
Yeah, I watched those.
Oh, I love the roasts.
Oh, you know who I love to watch? What's the one comedian? He's always ripping everybody, the Jews, the blacks. I can't remember his name.
Is it the guy that's he just passed?
I can never remember his name.
Don
Rickles.
Don Rickles. He is
the funniest comedian ever. I watched everything on YouTube over and over.
I love Rickles. The Rickles roasts are the best. He is great. There's I think there's a documentary called I don't know, Don Rickles.
I think I watched it. Yeah, I watch everything Rickles on YouTube. I've watched it 100 times.
I have on YouTube. I've looked up anything and everything that I can. I think there's one where they roast Richard Pryor, and he's in that one, and there's just all kinds.
He's like everybody. He's back at your hotel room stealing your jewels.
Yeah. All right, I have one. This is reprints, but it is a Black Panther.
Nice.
Marvel Tales, and it's got Jungle Action 5 and 6. It's also got Avengers 87 maybe, and I think it's got
87 I think.
The first Ta-Nehisi Coates. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I think one of the last new comics I did pick up was the Marvel Tales with the Thanos cover with the rainbow color.
Yes. That one was awesome. I could never find it. And there was only one of these left.
Wow, my LCS had so many of them.
Really? There was only one left at my place. So
they have hundreds of that Spawn 300 homage to Spider-Man 300.
Oh yeah, I got one of those actually. Only because I don't have a Spider-Man 300 and I have it stuck in my Spider-Man section.
They have all their variants of Spawn 300 at the LCS right now, half price, because they got hundreds of them. They're not selling.
Yeah. Wow, that's a shock.
Rio Bravo Western. I have Dean Martin albums. He was a good actor too. Wasn't he in a movie wasn't Elvis in a movie with him in a Western? If I remember correctly.
I don't know. I know.
I'm a big Elvis too. I love Elvis movies. I'm the kind of guy who will watch black and white movies like Ma and Pa Kettle, Francis the Talking Mule. I love watching that old stuff. And then I'll watch the action stuff like Bourne Identity and Marvel Big Game or Marvel Endgame.
So as a child, we had this thing called Nick at Night.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. It showed the old Alfred Hitchcock show reruns.
Ooh, I didn't know.
And I loved those Alfred Hitchcock shows. That, and I would watch Get Smart, and I would watch Dragnet. Oh God. I thought Dragnet was so serious. woo, like the ones where the hippies were doing the drugs and Agent Friday had to get after them, and it's just, this is like, this story is true, but, the names have been changed to protect the innocent. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Okay, I'm going to reveal some more secrets. I still watch Lizzie McGuire and the Torkelsons.
You must have had kids that watched them.
Yeah, but I ended up watching them more than they did.
So they outgrew them, but you didn't, is what you're trying to tell.
The Fergmeister.
Oh, but the Torkelsons are kind of like country, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those.
I love their accents.
Yeah, the Torkelsons, yeah. That's funny. Lizzie McGuire. Is that which one was that? Which
with what's her name? I can't remember it now.
It's not Haley.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that one. I can't remember. The blonde one.
Yep. I don't know. I had a crush on her. Not as Lizzie McGuire, but when she got older.
Yeah, I'm sure. When she turned 18, the crush was had.
And my wife and my kids would go, yeah, he's got a crush on, what's her name?
Yeah.
Haley, whatever. And I'm like, don't say that out loud to people.
Haley, I can't remember. Hillary Duff!
Hillary Duff, that's it.
Hillary Duff, yeah.
Did my chats freeze? I think they may have. I got to put them down to the bottom. Yeah, I'm way up there. OMG, Nighttiger. I'm telling too many secrets.
I know.
I found this in a dollar bin.
Tower of Shadows #1?
It's the giant size special, like the annual.
Oh.
I did buy #1 off eBay for like $8.
Really?
Like a 7.0.
They have one at our comic shop, a '1. And I don't know the grade because they have it way up there, but it's $23.99. And I was just like,
what? No. I paid $8. There's a 7.0. I mean, it looks really nice, and Steranko all the way through it.
I love Steranko. He's good. I got this, and this is cool. It's the director's cut to Astonishing X-Men #1.
I think I have that comic, and I've never read it.
Yeah, I found it for $1.50, and so I picked it up.
So what's the difference between that and the regular X-Men?
I think it's just got like extra information in it. There's nothing that's changed about the story. They just have more shit, I think. Sorry, more things.
More shoots.
More shoots and ladders.
Oh, I want to hear you sing.
Okay. What do you want me to sing?
I don't know, but you're always like teasing us.
I'm very sing-songy. I like to turn my sentences into songs.
So what do you listen to? What kind of music?
I listen to a lot of different things.
You don't have one main genre that you go to?
I guess if I had one main genre, the main genre that I would go to would be called like alternative. But that's because like I don't listen to pop that's not true. I listen to a lot of different stuff, but from Beach Boys' Pet Sounds to Amy Winehouse. That one album that she did before she died was a great album if you sit there and listen to it. To people like Muddy Waters, to like bluegrass. I like Alison Krauss and the Union Station Boys. I like all kinds of like Pinback, Broken Social Scene, different, just name it. I'll tell you.
I don't know. I never heard of those bands.
Yeah, they're just weirdos, weird random.
But that's it. It's like a comic book.
Same.
There are artists and writers that nobody knows about, but they have some great stuff. If you find it, you'll be like, wow, this person is so good, but they're not well known. And the same thing with music. You have these bands that you'll listen to over and over because their music is awesome, but they're not famous.
It's just, the thing is, like, certain things will hit my ears and it makes my ears happy and I can't help what it is, And it's the same thing with comics. Like, there's certain things, it hits your eyes, the words are just right, and you're like, my God, I love this. So, yeah, it's music is a little different, I guess, because there's a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more variety of music than there are comics. But
hold Hold on. Ranger Slide, did you just call him gay man? Thank you for the help with the words gay man. It's I think you meant gray man.
Yeah, great man. My R key
Oh,
sucks.
he said gray man. I meant my R key. Oh, okay. I didn't read that part.
Like
So
a pizza pie. Sorry.
no.
That's amore.
Oh, that's your dean? You're doing your
Oh,
dean.
Ranger Sly was, he was prompting it.
Oh, okay.
So,
So I did Jerry Lewis. So now who do I have to do?
oh, Bob. Le Bob.
And the go-go girl in the cage. Is that considered bondage because she's locked up in a cage?
Oh, yeah. This is very controversial. It's probably too
Bob Hope.
TV.
102, number 102, people. And it has Frankenstein down here, the mummy, werewolf.
Bondage, monsters,
It's
everything in one.
comedy. It's got it all.
Yeah.
And this is a high school science fair, too.
Why wouldn't it be?
I wish I went to a high school like that.
Yeah. What your high school science fairs weren't like that.
I know. It says radio operated girl, inventor, super hip. Okay.
She does have super hips.
So she's a hippie.
So yeah. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. All right, Nighttiger. I'm gonna have to get off of here. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Okay, you got
I'm
work in the morning.
sorry.
No.
I have to pack stuff for this auction. People want their things. I'm getting a little sleepy. I'm grumpy. I'm a grumpy granny.
I appreciate you joining me.
I
I
had
really do.
fun.
It's fun.
Thanks for having me come, and everybody, thanks for listening to just me talk trash. Nighttiger, say nice, good things.
I don't think I'm going to be quite as entertaining if when you leave.
Oh man, I think you've got it. I think if you just got like maybe a puppet,
There you go.
you know.
Like Chris, what's his name? You ever see his channel? He does the little my wife.
No.
No. You can do
No.
it. He's funny as heck. And he
Yeah.
has little puppets and he makes them talk. He has a
Nice.
Silver Age Dave doll, and then he has a Bride of Frankenstein one for his wife.
That's awesome. All right.
All right. Well, thank you. And we'll be talking. We talk all the time.
Bye, guys.
Have a great night.
Have a good one. Be safe. See ya.
Oh, I'm all alone, people. So I got a couple more books. Should you want me to show them, or do you guys want to cut out? Bring the kitten in, Nighttiger. He was knocking at the door earlier, but I can't let him in because he becomes Psycho Cat, and he wants to get up on my boxes and claw and bite, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. What do I have? Superman Giant. Number 227. It's got all the kryptonites. Green, red, gold. The jewel kryptonite, the white kryptonite. So an all kryptonite issue. Man, it's so quiet now without Lady here. Giant Superman. First Supergirl. The origin of Metallo. The first Mala, the first Superman's first kryptonite crow, foe, Brainiac, Lori the Mermaid, who I always was a favorite of mine. Who liked Lori the Mermaid? I loved Lori the Mermaid. If you ever read that, how could you? Superman didn't even know she was a mermaid. She kept herself on a wheelchair with a blanket, and that she had to go to the bathroom and lock herself in there. But he never knew. He's the smartest guy. He's got the super brain, but he could not figure that out. Let's see. Very cool, lovely cover. Nice. Keep them coming. Show them off. Fighting Forces featuring Lieutenant Hunter's Hellcats 117. Hellcats. What the devil are those things? Nice, sweet Joe Kubert cover. So I heard somebody pronounce it Kubert. That sounds more right to me, but what do you guys think? Is it Kubert or Kubert? This is one of those times I'm shopping at Midtown Comics, and they have dollar sales. So I try to find. I go through like sit for hours buying all the dollar books. He has a gent never used his X-ray vision. Oh, that's right. He was a very gentleman. Cubert, like the video game Cubert. It's Cubert. Everybody agrees it's Cubert. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't roll off your tongue. Oh, how about Golden Age? Golden Age. Magic Comics. Number 114. 1940 has spine repair, but it's a beautiful cover. Mandrake the Magician, one of the earliest superheroes, along with the Phantom. And he was on several covers up to issue 28, I believe. And after 28, it was all Dagwood and Dumpling and Daisy. So these covers are really, really hard, extremely hard to find. And some of them go for quite a bit of money, especially the ones that have the Nazi stuff on them. Oh, I have an Atlas book. Lorna the Jungle Girl. Look at those legs, people. Stampeding elephant, and she's got a spear with the rope. She's wearing her one-piece bathing suit. Breathtaking thrills in the dangerous jungle. This is number 9. I think I picked this up at a con for like $5. Okay, who does this cover? Hartley? Is that what I'm reading? Al Hartley or Harledge? Anybody know who does the cover? Does Zatara predate Zantana? Zatara appeared in Action Comics #1. So he predates Zantana, and Santana is his daughter. Not many people know that Action Comics #1 is his first appearance. Al Hatley. I just finished reading my Rima Jungle Girl run. You know what, Gray Man? That is a fantastic run. The art is so good, and it's also Kubert covers, but it's so inexpensive. You could still buy it for the whole run for relatively. I see those all the time, and I buy them, and they're in high grade, and you can get them for $1 a piece. Hartley, Sweet Lorena, va 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 voom. Whoa. Or was he invented as her father after she was created? No, Grayman, Zatara, first appearance is Action Comics #1, but it gets overlooked because that's Superman's first appearance. This is just a high grade copy of House of Secrets number 149 with a giant bat. Blood, the Rain Dance. Man, I love these having someone here to bounce stuff off with. It's so like peaceful now, like quiet. The R key really pisses me off. The R key, my R key. That's funny. Not in UK. I had to order from US. Oh, really? So in the UK, they go for quite a bit of money. I always find them in the dollar bins at the flea markets a lot. I traded a PlayStation 3 for this next comic. My brother-in-law gave me an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3. And I swear to you guys, I downloaded stuff onto that PlayStation 3, went out and bought games, but I just couldn't play it. I didn't feel comfortable on it. I've always been an Xbox guy for years and years and years. But I traded it for $60 and got this comic, Tales of Suspense, featuring Iron Man number 55. Beautiful Jack Kirby cover. It's not the best shape though. I probably overpaid for it. I think. I think this is. I would probably today not even pay more than $45 for this. But it is a classic looking cover. No one escapes the Mandarin. I even got the first appearance of Mandarin in a better grade for $20 less, for $30 at a Comic Fest earlier this year. I think I saw the MK signature. The MK signature. What do you mean, the MK signature? You cannot overpay for Silver Age Kirby. The prices will only go up. That's true. In the long run, I'm sure they're going to be tougher and tougher, especially with today's market. Okay, so another Silver Age from DC, Superboy number 99, featuring the Kryptonite Kid. And he's even got his dog taking down Crypto. I don't remember where I got this book. Love these big box 12 centers right here and the 10 centers. That really speaks to like the time, early 60s. I did read this and it was really good. Cheesy, but really good. Love this stuff. Poor Crypto. Why doesn't Superman get up and do like a big giant super kick and kick Crypto out of the way? He looks a lot like a Mazo. He does. Look, guys, there's a kryptonite phone in the background. What the heck is that all about? Mike Kaluta. On which cover? Oh, on this one? This is Mike Kaluta. So I was asking, what's the deal with the kryptonite phone? Does that make any sense? And then you got a kryptonite vase, kryptonite dog bones, and the kryptonite books in the back. I guess that's supposed to mean that they got radiation or something like that. Ran into the guy at the peddler today, Alex Big Blue. He said he has 4 more boxes to bring up. Nice. Jump on that. Okay, another Silver Age DC. Actually, I have another one after that too. I picked this one up in Buffalo, New York at a comic shop. We went up there to visit my daughter. My son-in-law was going to med school. And we actually went into Canada and went swimming in Lake Erie the next day. The Revolt of Wonder Woman and also the Mirror Boy versus the Bird Boy. It was funny because we rented a car, and my wife, she doesn't like to drive through yellow lights. So the light turned yellow and she stopped at the light, and the car hit our rental right in the back and rear-ended us. The guy was pissed that my wife didn't go through the yellow light. And there wasn't any damage, and the police had to come anyway. This is one of my favorite covers of House of Mystery, number 142. The colors on this are just, it's like a rainbow. It's like candy. I got this in a lot off eBay. I got like 12 House of Secret and House of Mystery books from the Golden Age, some with 10-cent cover prices. This one is in really, really, really nice shape. They end coming out to like $8 a piece. So this was like $8 with shipping. That is just one of my favorite. And if I see this again, I'm going to buy these every time I see them. It's just one of my favorite covers of the run. Got some grab bags at Ollie's. Luther, hey, Superman, phone call for you. Nice looking book. It's like looking at a woman in a bikini, huh? Beautiful book. Woo! This one I bought at Seconds and Charles. I paid too much for it. Is it this one? No, that's this one. They had 25 on it at the time. That's what they were going for on eBay. So I grabbed it so I didn't have to pay shipping in Georgia, right outside Atlanta. But I got home and I, like an idiot, I didn't take the book out and look at it, and it had about an inch and a half of the back cover missing. Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love #1, Secret of the Missing Bride. Yeah, like I said, it has part of the back cover missing. I felt like I overpaid for it, but it is a beautiful looking book. And I think this only ran 3 issues, and then the title changed and became an anthology of reprints, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what we got. I don't know if my chat's froze up. Okay, still presents well. Scarce. Yeah, it is a beautiful book. So, what about this one? So I bought that one. So I like, man, I got to get this one now. The Sinister House of Secret Love, Curse of the McIntyres. Another beautiful gothic love book. Both of these books are square bounds. This ran for what, 3 issues also? Also got a B, and the B back page was gone. A Brave and the Bold. See you in the funnies. Charlton's got to go. It's been fun. Got to run. Charlton, thanks for joining. It's almost 10 o'clock. If you guys want to hang around, I'll stick around for a little bit longer. I still got 6 books. Some Marvel Bronze Age coming up. What do you think of this? Got that for $1 about 20 years ago. I picked up a lower grade for $3 a while back, and I had a contest, and the Goatee Geeks won it. And it was like it had water damage down here, but for $3, I'll still buy this book, even in that low grade. Beautiful Gil Kane cover. This story in here is amazing. That's a hot book. It's a 7 here. See you later, Charlton. Gotta go. Rangers Live. See you too. Take care. Thanks for joining. I'll probably show these last few, and then I'll probably get out of here also. So I got #2 for $3 because it's a low grade at a local shop here in town. The guy always gives me tremendous deals on these Marvel bronze and silver. Another Gil Kane cover. So if any of you guys, you all probably know about Warlock. There's a second Earth that revolves around the sun on the other side, so we can never see it. And the evolutionary created the Animen, which were like beast humans, and then he evolved them, and they ended up having like wars and killing each other. So he wanted to destroy them, and Adam Warlock convinced him to let him save the planet, save the humanity of the planet. Got premiere #1 from his buddy a few months ago, but it's in rough shape. It don't matter. The story is good enough. It don't matter. High evolutionary. Yep, you're right. I discovered a Warlock book in a book I don't remember buying. Cool. Rangers Live, appreciate it. Thanks for the great comments. So another Marvel premiere, #5, a beautiful. I want to say this is a Bruner cover, but I don't see his name on here. Beautiful Doctor Strange with the hand coming up out of the ground. Another one I picked up for $1 about 20 years ago at a store that closed down. But back then, these books weren't. There was no internet community, so there wasn't any social network. So these books were practically all dollar books. Oh, the good old days. We say good old days, but now we're good old days too. This is definitely Bruner, Marvel Premiere number 13. Black Magic in the Mighty Marvel Manor. No one does Black Magic like Marvel. I'll give you that. Not all my power can save me. Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts. Okay, what is true, glitter and duct tape? The good old days or the days when we didn't have social media and these books were always $1, if that. You could buy them for a quarter. Remember when that She-Hulk was in the dollar bin for many, many, many years? Nobody even wanted it. And the Captain Marvel run, Marvel, that book was 50 cents to $1, all the whole run forever. Marvel Chillers, number 6, featuring Tigra. I say Tigra. Some people say Tigra, the werewoman. She is absolutely my second most favorite Marvel female character of all time. If you haven't watched my First Ladies of Marvel character documentary, you got to watch that. It's really good. Good night, Alex, Big Blue. Love me some Tigra. Yeah. Is it Tigra or Tigra? What do you guys say? She's like Cheryl Tigra. Remember Cheryl Tigra, the 70s supermodel with the red hair? So my number one favorite Marvel female character of all time is Red Sonja. And then Tigra, and then Jocasta. Tigra, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Gray man. Gray man, you're on the short list for the Soapbox Sidekicks interviewing you. So we got a couple episodes booked, but we definitely want to get you on there. We want to get everybody on there, but we all have some names that we want to get first because we want to interview everybody. We want to know what makes everybody tick in this community. So this is a book I'm going to close it with. This is a key, another book I picked up for $1. Luke Cage, Power Man number 19. Does anybody know who that's the first appearance of? Luke Cage, Power Man number 19. I think it's June 74. I'm going to see if anybody knows who this is. Oh, you guys got internet. You're going to be looking it up. Cottonmouth. My mouth's getting dry just talking about this book. The Luke Cage Power Man was really a unique series because you had Marvel trying out their jive talk, which now would be very offensive to a lot of people. But Luke Cage had to have that street down to street level jive talking big mama kind of. It's kind of funny reading it. What was that? What you showed earlier, or was I right thinking Misty again? No, I showed this. I got for 50 cents earlier in the week. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. First Colleen Wing and the first ad for Hulk, our first ad for Wolverine and the Hulk 181 ad. 50 cents. And I pressed it out. I show on the Instagram what it looked like before. I mean, still low grade, but it was a lot worse shape. But this first Cottonmouth. I don't know. Do you guys want to see what I picked up earlier this week? I showed that off yesterday. If you weren't here, then you didn't see it. The the Baxpulation movies were hip then. Oh, like Shaft. Nice Cottonmouth. Oh, that was yeah. This is what I got earlier in the week over here. I showed it yesterday. That's why I didn't really show it. But this I got off eBay. I got another one coming off from eBay tomorrow. I got for even less than this one, and it has that girl with her foot caught in a giant clam underwater. I got that one and a Jungle Jim Charlton, both for $10 off eBay. But this is number 14 from 1949. Just a beautiful good girl cover. I'll watch till I fall asleep. Yeah, like Shaft. This was $7, high grade 9.8. I went to another shop on Saturday. I got this on Friday for $7. He had 20 on it. And it's a shop owner that I know really well. He's like 25. I call him my adopted son. And I had $7 in my pocket. So I went up to the counter and I said, "Can you give me the injured out of work discount?" And he goes, "Yeah." So he says, "I could do 10. I said, "Well, can you do 7? Because that's all I have." He's like, "I'll do 7." So I went to another shop the next day. They had this book lower grade for 40, 3 issues, 3 copies, one for 40, one for 35, and one for 30. And I'm like, really? First, Sabretooth and Wolverine fight to the finish. I haven't read it yet. Bill Sienkiewicz cover. This was a doll. They had a half sale at the LCS. This is a book that I've been wanting to get. For like 3 years, I've been looking for it in the dollar bin. And people always want $10 or more for it, and I didn't want to pay, so I finally got it for 50 cents. Wolverine number 88, December 1944, first battle between Wolverine and Deadpool. Who does this cover? Adam Kubert. Adam Kubert. So another Wolverine battle issue. Not sure if I have one cover as familiar. You have some good shops. Actually, I do. I have 3 shops here. The big one used to be good. They used to give me deals, but since they got really big and they do everything now, video games, and I mean, they do it all and they're huge. They have a lot of overhead. They've jacked up the prices on their books. The higher books, they jacked up like 10% or more, 10 to 15. You can still find a lot of books for $1 though. And you can find some pretty decent late copper books for $1. Um, but the other store doesn't sell new books. He's a small kind of a mom pop shop. He cuts me some great deals. Really cool guy. And I've showed some of the last couple haul videos that I got from him. Some $100 books for $8. I got this book from him it was a $30 book. He gave it to me for 16. This is another book that I've wanted for a while, but did not want to pay the high price. He had 30 on it, and he gave it to me for 16. And he gave me Marvel Tales Annual number 1 for $8 and Marvel Annual Tale 2 for $8. And then there's another shop with the one that I just talked about with the younger guy Austin. He really always cuts me a deal, and he'll work with me. If a book, I'll bring it up and say, "Well, what can you do better?" And he cuts it down like 25% to 50 sometimes. And then when he gets collections in, he'll call me first. He calls me and about 2 or 3 other people. So the first one to get down there gets first dibs, and he pulls out like the big keys, and he leaves the minor ones in, and everything's 50 cents. And sometimes if there's a lot of like bigger keys, but not the huge ones, he'll sell them to you like 50% retail. So I get a lot of good stuff from him. This was 50 cents. Mr. Miracle showed this first appearance of Scarlet. I do have the full run. I do have 2 number 1s, but she may appear in the TV show. So it was 50 cents, and it's a beautiful cover. Bill Sienkiewicz. This one I know is a hot book because it's the first appearance of Korvac on the Marvel stamp. This was $3. It's a low grade. It's got a break right here in the square bound. but still, January 75, he's rumored to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And I love checkerboard covers, chessboard or checkerboard. $0.50. Just wanted to read it. It's been years since I read this story. It's a high grade copy. He has a ton of these around this issue number in high grade. They're like $1 at the half price sale. They're 50 cents. The wife picked up some Scarlet yesterday. Nice. This one I got at the other shop for like, I want to say $10. This is the first appearance of the Tales of Bizarro World in the backup story from 1961. Now, out of the Silver Age DC or Superman family stuff, the Bizarros are always my favorite to read. It's so off the wall. Yeah, that was Giant Defenders number 3, and I didn't have it. It was I think it might have been $5. I think he had a 10 on it, so it was 5 for the half price sale. It presents really good. Like I said, it has that break right there, but who cares? I'm not going to sell it. This one I picked up at the shop. It's called Just Cardboard. It was $2. This thing is near mint for a Bronze Age black cover from DC Horror. It's probably like a 9.6 because it has one little tick right there. So for $2, heck yeah. So, okay, I'm going to tell you my secret. I don't know who's listening. So I went to this shop. It's like an hour and 20 minutes from my house. And they're way overpriced. So and he has boxes of stuff, and it's not in any order. Stuff is stacked on top of it everywhere. And when I walk in a shop and I see boxes with stuff stacked on it, I want to know what's in those boxes. So I went through everything. And like I say, he's pretty well overpriced on a lot of stuff. So this is how you do it. You go and look for the stuff that you want that doesn't have prices. And then you go up to the front and he looks the stuff up, which I don't like, but it is what it is. And you talk to him and you have like a friendly conversation. And so they tend to price stuff a lot better in that scenario that I've experienced. And I did get a second copy of, hey baby, I'm almost done. I don't have it here. I have it right here. I got a second copy of this book. I had picked up a copy at the antique store a couple weeks earlier. Then I got this one Saturday. He said $20. And and I said, 20, can you do better? He goes, well, it's a key. And I'm thinking to myself, I know it's a key. So I said, I just picked up another one for only 16 and it's about the same grade. So he said, well, how about 15? I'm like, sold. So I picked up a second copy and it actually is about a half a grade better than this one. I don't know why I guess because I read this one already and it was a really, really cool, fun story. And it's a key and so I said, what the heck? Let me grab another one. I mean, it's Kirby and Stan Lee. It's First Wrecker. It's the origin of Black Bolt in the back. Is it? Yeah. So, for $15, you can't go wrong. I mean, if I needed to sell it, I'm sure 6 months to a year from now, I could get double out of my money out of it. So I also picked up this. He wanted 12. It wasn't priced. I brought it up. He said 12. So I asked him, and this is okay. Ask him. I said, what did you grade this book at? And he said near mint. I'm like, I said, sir, it's dirty right here. And it had dirt right here. I said, at the best, That book's at 8.0. And he goes, well, it's a key. It has all these first appearances. I said, yeah, but it's still, that's overpriced. He goes, how about 8? And I said, okay, sold. So I got home. I took the dry erase. I took the gum eraser. I worked on this book, and I was able to clean all that dirt up that was there and right here. And now this book is probably like a 9.4. So I went from an 8.85 to a 9.4 on this, with just cleaning it up. And I watched Reggie Collect's dry cleaning video. And these are $1.49 at Walmart. Magic erasers. For me, I can always use a second copy for trading material. Exactly. I'm too timid to haggle. Let me tell you a story. When my kids were 5 years old, I'd take them to the flea market. I'd hand them all $5. And I tell them, now, when you find something you like and it says $5, do not pay $5 for that. You talk to the person and you ask them if they'll take 3. And give them your little innocent puppy face or whatever you got to do, and see if they'll take 3. And if they say no, then tell them ask them if they'll take 4. But don't give them $5 for a $5 product right off the bat. And I would take my kids to the flea market every week and do that with them and watch them haggle with people. And it was really fun to watch. And so today, all my kids are cheapskates. So I picked up this near mint copy, Alf #1 for I think he said $3. I didn't want to pay 3, but you know what? You don't see Alf #1 and near mint too often in the back issue bin. So as I was leaving, talking with the guy, he gave me this. He said that October 5th at his store, John Beatty is doing free signings. So if you bring in a John Beatty cover, he'll sign it for free if it's not a key. If you bring in a Secret Wars or a Captain America cover, like the one I showed you, the annual, he's going to charge $10. But any non-keys, it's free. You can't go wrong with that. That's pretty cool. Okay, golden. Well, I got some Golden Age. I picked this big book up. I'm trying to kill the run from 1 to 25 because that's when it has the American Boy, the Rangers, the Junior Rangers, and it has Atomic Man. And then on issue 26, it turns into a crime comic, and it's taken over by Simon and Kirby, and they do the art and I don't know if they do the story, but they do the art starting with 26. 26, 27, 28 are all Kirby covers, and they're really extremely hard to find. But these early runs from 1 to 25 of the Junior Rangers are very hard to get. And if they're $50 or less, I usually pick them up. So I think I got like 8 issues right now. And you can see right here, it says Atomic Man. So this series had the first atomic superhero ever in comics. I do have that issue. I have his first and second appearance. There's an Atlas. I got this off eBay. #1, Outlaw Fighters. I think that's a John Severin cover. I love my Golden Age Westerns. Amazing stores that you find your books at. Glitter and duct tape. You don't see the videos where I don't find anything. Because probably 75% of the time I don't find anything. It's that 25% that you see on the videos on YouTube. But I've honed my skills. I've watched tons of videos here. I've memorized the covers and the keys. And then I hunt. We went to that store in Leesburg. I spent probably a good hour and a half and tried to go through everything he had. And the funny thing is, right before we got to this store, my phone froze. So I felt naked. I was without my key collector app and I was going nuts. I was like, I can't, my phone has never froze before. And it just froze with the GPS screen. And as I was going through the boxes, I hear GPS signal lost. I'm like, yeah, my phone's back. So I had my key collector app, which I always reference. Okay, a little bit of love, Western Hearts, people. Cowboy Kisses, Love Rides By, Rains on My Heart. True Romance of the West, Randolph Scott, and no, that's not right. I forget who that is. There's some actors from the B Western movies. So I picked this up off eBay for $10. I think I have a couple more issues in this run. That's number 9 from 1951. This is number 8. This is Randolph Scott and Janice Carter from Columbia Pictures. Tumbleweed Heart, Honeymoon Trail, My Love Rides Alone. I love this cheesy stuff. Okay, coming into the last book, guys, and then I got to get out of here. We're going on 2 hours. This is a DC Bronze. This is another one I picked up at that one store in Leesburg. He did have a price on it. I think he said $8. A really nice high-grade copy of Justice League of America number 98. And it's also a square-bound book. Bronze Age, 52 pages for $8. Horror cover or Black Magic cover, plus Starman and Sargo. So yeah, I'll pick up this. I got a bunch of these Bronze Age Justice Leagues from the flea market a couple weeks back. I showed them in a haul, $5 a piece. Really nice grade, probably 8s. Usually when you find this stuff, it's like so beat up. Well, I appreciate everybody sticking around, man. This is so fun. I'm getting addicted to this live broadcast stuff. I think I could do one every night. I'm out of work right now, and it looks like I'm going to be out of work for like 3 months or more because I got to get surgery. So I'll be doing a lot more live stuff, showing books. Hopefully, every time I'm going to try to get a partner on here. Good night, glitter and duct tape. So I'm signing out, guys. You guys have a great night. Have a great week. Trying to do a Soapbox Sidekicks in 2 weeks. Another interview of a big channel. But I don't want to announce who that is yet until I really hone it down and schedule the guy. But appreciate everybody. You guys are so cool. And I'm just going to log out of here. And this is Nighttiger saying, have a good night.